The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Hey, Heidi! Ho, whoa, what happened? Whoa.
I almost hit my tooth.
I saw you taking a sip, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to scare you and hopefully have you spill it, but I didn't quite get there.
I think of Anna when you do that.
That was so good.
Oh my god.
Please go and watch the Anna Camp episode of this show. I forget what it was. I forget what episode, but it was 130 something, and scared her so good.
I almost wet my pants.
Scared her so during that or just now?
Yeah, because you got scared. I got scared.
Oh, I scared you both actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going for her, but it was a double whams.
Yep.
Welcome to the program, episode 143, which we're gonna name it the I Love You episode.
¿Por qué?
Porque Darren is speaking Spanish. Why? This is an English podcast. This is an American podcast. American made.
Yeah, America is a melting pot. Get it straight, bro.
I wish it wasn't. This country's going to hell in a handbasket with all this immigration. What?
I see your hat now. I get what you're channeling.
I mean, it's just Massachusetts here.
Is it?
The I Love You episode 143. It's code for I love you.
Right, wrong.
It is?
Yeah.
Because okay, let me run it down. Thank you, Darren. Okay. I has one letter. One. Love has 4 letters. 4. You has 3 letters. 3. 143 is code for I love you. And if you're a Howard Stern fan, you know that from years ago. Sal the stockbroker had a little thing with his wife where she was texting 143 to another man. Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Wow.
You look very concerned.
Oh.
Darren. She's a big Stern fan over here.
Huge Stern fan.
Welcome to the program. Can we take a second
Yes,
to
please.
welcome some new Patreon dick fucks to the party? Please welcome to our wonderful Patreon, Miss Linda Wacken.
Ooh.
Thank you, Linda. Good to have you here. And this is, guys, if you listened last week, we went through some traumatic things talking about animal cruelty. Not cruelty, but bummer animal situations. And one of the longtime listener who wrote in was Tony.
Tony, I got a message from him.
I think Tony was feeling very guilty about his bad deeds because Tony has also joined the Patreon. Come all. We love people that kill animals. If you've ever killed an animal, please join our Patreon. And patreon.com/rareformradio. Go there, support the show. And people were sharing a lot on there, agreeing with the decision to not have kids on the Patreon. Big discussion. A lot of women coming to your support and women in general who don't want kids. And a couple of them shared that they were refused by their doctors to have their tubes tied. The doctors wouldn't allow it because the doctor's like, you might want kids at some point. Like going against the woman's will. So I want to commend those strong doctors for knowing what's best for women and keep it up. You know, we can't let them run their own lives because then they'll be making their own decisions and chiming in on all kinds. We can't have that. Can't have it. How are you guys?
I'm good. Tony's from Texas. Remember when I said
Old Texas Tony
from England?
Yeah.
Texas.
Do they have possum in England? That might have been the dumbest question I ever asked. They probably do.
No, the dumbest question ever was I was at the beach 2 weeks ago and I saw a dolphin and I was just sitting there.
What did the dolphin ask you?
No.
How dumb could this possibly be?
And I was like, do dolphins sleep? And everybody was like, are you high? I'm like, no, I don't smoke pot. I'm just wondering, like, and it's amazing. I looked it up and they have this thing that they do
called sleeping.
No, that they shut off part of their brain. So they're still swimming, but they're asleep. The part of their brain that's asleep.
So it's like cruise control.
Get rest. Yes.
That's pretty badass.
I had no idea.
Why was it a stupidest question then? I think that's fucking
that's
brilliant question.
because
to find
everybody
out
was like,
information
well,
like
what?
that.
I know. Well, then
It's
everybody was like,
stupid.
wow, that's amazing.
It's stupid because everything sleeps. That's
Mm,
it.
I
But
don't
but
know.
it was a
Do
fair
flies
question.
sleep?
Flies?
I think they just live
Flies
and
sleep
then
like
die.
babies. Everyone knows that. Flies are the best sleepers in the animal kingdom.
Cozy
Do
up.
squirrels sleep?
Yeah, so good.
Cockroaches?
I've actually, to be honest with you, I want to be honest with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen an awake squirrel. I only see them like lounge back with like nuts falling out of their lips. You know.
But do like, yeah, I have these.
What other
thoughts.
animals? Ask me another one.
Cockroaches.
Sleep all the time,
Really?
constantly.
Grasshoppers.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
They're the only thing that sleeps more than squirrels or whatever.
How do you know this?
I'm a big sleep animal guy.
Animal sleep expert.
I'm big on it. I'm really, really big on it. No, it's not. Have you ever touched a dolphin?
No.
It's
I
incredible.
love them so much. Really?
What would you imagine it feels like?
Probably like latex.
Interesting. That's pretty close. It feels like a very wet, slippery balloon.
Or yeah, like a ball, like a ball. Yeah. Oh, Darren.
Oh, latex is not very close. That's what a balloon is made of,
Is it?
Oh, is it?
isn't it?
I don't know.
Shit! Now I'm making
Who's
fun of you.
stupid now? Oh boy, let's find out. If it's not made of latex, I would like you to leave.
That's fine. You'll have a really shitty YouTube show with your camera skills.
Oh, I can't look on that one. Let's figure this out. I think you're probably right.
I hope
And
I am, man.
either way, the fact that none of us know for sure means we're all really fucking dumb.
The moment someone disagrees with me, I immediat's back down and go, oh, fuck, I'm wrong. Never mind.
Talk about that. Why does that happen?
Um,
Is that childhood stuff or what?
probably. That's going deep. So, yeah, I constantly think that I'm wrong, even when I'm not, and when I know I'm not. But I'm working on it.
Balloons are made of rubber, latex, or nylon fabric. So
We're all right.
you're right and you're wrong. Yeah, it's a wash. It's a wash.
That's like a moral for like all things. Everyone's fucking right and everyone's fucking wrong.
Well, that's not always.
Yes, it's true. That's a deeper discussion
What
too.
what part of being a pedophile is right? Oh, we'll wait.
The need to fulfill sexual drives.
I never thought we'd have someone on the show backing pedophiles, but we
And
have.
the fact that it might be a societal construct that we've developed this unsexualizedness for children. I'm opposed. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
What did we watch? The new Louis C.K. special called Sorry. Have you seen it yet?
Gonna be
No.
pedophiles.
He made the point, which has been made in public a lot, but like, why don't we make super realistic like child sex dolls? You're making a face.
Horrible.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. If making sex dolls of kids, this is his point, saves one kid from being fucked by an adult, is it worth it?
I don't know. I mean, that's a whole. I don't know. Listen, I have a thing. Look, I loved Louis C.K. and now that he came out, and my friend Jen, he assaulted her, and
What do you mean?
she was one of the comics that he showed her dick to, and the fact that he wins a Grammy. You know what I mean? Like, and she gets shit for it on Twitter now. Like, shit. Like, you're a fucking asshole. You can't believe you. But he assaulted her.
I'm not sure. I believe.
So whatever he says.
I'm not sure. I see Louis' stuff as assault, and that's maybe my problem. But
with her, it was a little different.
did he touch her? I don't have to go
No,
into her
but
personal
assault.
business.
Since from my assault, I had a couple things that happened to me, and one thing I learned is that assault, I always thought meant touching. Assault is when you are in fear, not of your life, but when you're in fear of somebody like
Sure.
going to hurt.
Of course.
That's an assault.
Did he do
When somebody just says, "Hey, come over here," and whips their dick out and starts jerking off, and you don't ask for it.
Well,
That's fucking wrong.
wasn't Louis' thing that he asked Wasn't that his? That was the whole thing, is that he would ask.
Sometimes he didn't with her though.
Okay, then that's
a
very
big,
wrong.
And it's well known now. And she's pissed because she's like, nobody like is backing me and believes me, and it's ridiculous.
That sucks. And the problem is probably that most of the girls who have come forward have said that, like, he asked, they said yes, and he did it, and then that becomes assault for some reason.
I have a hard. I mean, I really like him. I think he's fun. He's funny, but I'm just sort of over the whole.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this: you're upset that he won? He won a Grammy?
I'm not upset. She's upset. She's made a comment like, how is that okay that he wins a Grammy, that Will Smith wins for slapping Chris Rock? You know how it's just.
Well, Will Smith had already won. I mean, it was like,
no, he didn't.
No. I mean, it was already in the envelope. It was already decided that he won. So it's not like
but
he slapped someone and then
been escorted out.
Sure, but he still would have gotten the Oscar.
Sure, fine, but he shouldn't have been.
Of course. So with
a
Louis,
ovation.
I want to know what both of you guys think, because you guys would be the people that he would assault or whatever. Is he allowed to move on at some point? Is he allowed to, like? I mean, he paid his dues for a couple of years, didn't do anything for a couple of years, was shit on by most of society. Should he be able to come back and work? And if he does, should he be able to get accolades like winning awards?
Yeah, of course. But then other assholes shouldn't send messages to the women that came.
Of
came
course.
That's all I'm saying. Is it's not. She's like, I feel bad for it. It's all over Twitter.
Yeah.
And Twitter's so stupid.
It is. I mean, I'm getting some of that shit now. I understand a little bit what it's like, although I'm sure it's worse for chicks when it comes to sexual assault claims.
Yeah. Of course, you can move on. It's fine. But
Darren?
I mean, I have a fluid perspective on most of this stuff because I can see all of the sides.
A lot of people can't, so that's good.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I come across as a slightly indecisive person because I have a tendency to see all of the perspectives. But in this case, like, it's kind of going back to what we were talking about last week with the gender roles and gender stereotypes. Like, this stuff is, and this is the argument, right? Like, this is embedded in our society. This is embedded in our culture. And I don't always blame the individual for their acts because they know to do what they've learned in life. And we have to give people space to unlearn what is like inside of them. So by that argument, yeah, I believe he can move on and, this, that, and the other. People make mistakes. People are incredibly imperfect. What happens when you're in the public eye is you're going to be scrutinized and there's going to be all of the perspectives coming at you hard. And, it's hard. And women are also groomed to sort of just be in a position of acceptance and just taking it and rolling with the punches. And this is just how it is. So, I mean, I think we have a lot of work to do as society, but I think we are doing a disservice if we don't forgive people and allow them space to change and grow.
Except for pedophiles. I'm telling you, they're
make those dolls for them.
There's no fucking. They're not going to change. That's how they are. And I would fucking kill somebody if they touched my knees. Like, I would kill somebody. Yeah.
I think there needs to be more research on pedophilia and more attention put towards there because it feels like a mental illness. It's one thing I can't talk much about, but for some reason I do have this one space for room and openness in my head that goes like, why as a society have we demonized that as an act? I think it's terrible. It's disgusting. But like, we've made sex taboo. We've made boobs taboo. We made vaginas taboo. Like, that's societally constructed. So I don't know. I think, okay, let's say babies, terrible. Non-consenting, like, whatever. And I just dug myself into a hole because this involves so much more conversation.
I wish I had a cricket sound effect.
I know.
I love you, but I disagree with everything you just.
Trust me, this is like
I disagree with.
I try to
I think
find.
it's disgusting.
I
I
try
think-
to
I
find
think
space.
she thinks it's disgusting too.
I think it's repulsive and it makes me want to kill myself. And I come from a family who has had that in their lives.
Yeah.
And it is the most atrocious, disgusting thing that I can't relate to and makes me want to fucking throw up and vomit. I also seek to find all perspectives, and I cannot. I am not the type of person that can just straight up demonize somebody for an act. I want to know more. What led you to do this?
The perspective
Why
is a
it happening?
disorder. I get that there's something wrong with the person. Is one of the big things.
There's something wrong. There's something that's happened as a. I mean, I'm talking like let's say 10-year-olds. I don't know. 2-year-olds gross. I don't know.
All I'm saying
throwing
is
it out
this,
there as a possibility.
that anybody who
Rare
does
Form Radio is available on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music,
It's
Audible.
disgusting.
I'm really trying to move it on here.
Anybody who does that, it's been proven as soon as they get out from being rehabilitated, they do it again, and they either kill the child or something else. I mean, it's like everybody. Oh,
Yeah, I don't think you can rehab that kind of
there's
stuff.
nothing. So what they need to do is just bye, see ya, give you a shot.
What about castration?
bye-bye.
That seems to help sometimes.
No, then they'll do something. Then they'll do something else. Like let's get them. Let's just like a dog.
Rare
let's
Form
pet a
Radio is
dog.
available on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Castbox, Radio Public, and Stitcher. Yay!
I do want to say that
Oh,
criminal.
fuck.
Just one more thing. Not about pedophilia.
I hate this.
No, I'm not talking about pedophilia. Criminal recidivism is steeped into
What's
our
that?
culture. Recidivism to
Like to do it
repeat
again.
Oh.
There is no sector. Actually, I shouldn't speak so bluntly, but like because I don't know the facts. From what I know, there is not a category of crime where once somebody gets out of prison, they don't repeat the crime.
I mean, I would think that people that are bank robbers probably don't go back to it as much as pedophiles do.
I mean,
That's my
do
guess.
they go back to some form?
I think pedophilia is like
Robbery?
it's something
It's
that
a
I feel like it's something
sickness.
that's
You're
like
just
it's in
yeah.
your soul. Bank robbers like I just like money, but like if you're a pedophile, it's something wrong with you to your core.
You don't think it's like the epitome of like a power dynamic,
No, I
or
don't think
like
so.
something that's passed on to you?
I'm not
because it
someone. I'm
happened
also not
before?
someone who believes that like every sex crime is about power. Like sometimes you just want to fuck something,
Yeah.
and that's just like the sad fact of it. It's like sometimes you can't just figure it out.
And that's so gross to me that they turned to.
Rare From Radio is available on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. We are moving the fuck on. We have
violent after.
we have a request for you, Heidi.
Uh-oh.
We got a very nice message from our buddy Lee Walker.
Lovely Walker. He's so
Do you know where he's
nice.
from?
Ireland.
Yes. So he sent a very nice message, just thanking us for the show and the joy it brings, and believe me, it brings us joy to everybody as well.
I got a video from him today. It was beautiful. The ocean.
Yeah,
Or
he
not
told
the
me
ocean,
that. He has a request.
Oh, yeah.
He wants you to say to him directly, "Top of the morning to you, Mr. Lee Walker." Give it a second. In your best Irish accent. And I want you to do it in camera. Top of the morning to you.
I haven't done it in so long.
To you,
It's-
Mr. Lee Walker.
Channel it.
Should we get some music? Hold on. Let me get some music dial up here. Will you
bagpipes.
get into character?
Oh my God.
Don't be nervous, but just be nervous.
Honestly, I haven't said that in so long. I haven't
mean,
worked on my Irish accent.
It's your native tongue, so it should just come right back to you.
What's her name? The
Her name is Lee Walker.
No, the girl.
Sinead
that-
O'Connor.
No, the girl that she's a doll.
She's a doll?
She's a doll. She's so cute. The Irish girl that works with Jane's Addiction. She's part of the. She's from. Ireland.
Yeah. Postmodern sleaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was messaging back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Fuck
What
is
is
this?
this?
That's not what I was looking for. This is some
Gets
fucking
you in the
garbage.
Irish mood.
That sounds like shit.
oh boy.
Let's try this one out.
Oh my God.
Oh, here we go.
Perfect. Oh my God.
You can do this.
So horrible. Wait, I need a sip of Monster. Hold on.
The official drink of Ireland. Watermelon Monster energy drink. Okay, go to her camera.
Okay, I might need a couple things.
Top of the morning. Take a few, and then we'll cut the best one in.
Okay.
We're gonna keep them all, but we'll do a few.
Okay.
While you're doing that, go ahead and edit out that last segment. Thanks.
Yeah. Done.
Top.
Hold this. Hold this too.
Okay.
There you go.
Top of the morning to you, Mr. Lee Walker.
Try it now with an Irish accent. do it again, please. Right in the camera.
Top of the morning to you, Mr. Lee Walker.
That was probably as good as it gets.
We got one more though.
Let's do one more for safety. Really lean into this one. Like, I need the arm and everything.
Yeah. Lee Walker's a hard one.
How do you know?
Top of the
Sorry. Look so deep into his eyes.
Right at him.
Top of the morning to you, Mr. Lee Walker.
Thank you for the message, Lee. That was wonderful. That was just for you.
Oh, Lee.
Thank you for playing along, Heidi. That was great.
Welcome.
Should we keep this going the rest of the show?
Nope.
So my feeling about pedophiles is that they...
Might as well play some fucking Rush while we're at it. I want to like unzip
Ask and you
myself.
shall receive. Hold on one
You
second.
can put that behind the whole pedophilia talk.
Yeah.
Oh,
That sounds like a train horn.
That was amazing.
How'd you do that? Do you have like one of those crazy singing voices?
That was cool. That was amazing.
That was something. So we welcomed everybody. We welcomed Linda and Tony.
You know who else is so nice is Joe, listener, Warborn, Joe Warborn. Can I say it again?
By all means.
No, you know him, right?
I'm not sure that I do. What's his handle?
Joe Warburn.
W-O or W-A?
Right? Am I saying his name wrong? It's horrible if I said it wrong. Hold on.
I don't know this person.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Hold on.
Wow. I think he just wants you.
Wait, where'd he go? Yeah,
Listen, Heidi, we don't pick favorites here.
Warborn.
Yeah, I looked. I don't recognize him.
Oh, but he's a listener and he's awesome and he loves the show.
Joe,
He's awesome.
good to have you. Thank you for being here. Someone sent in this animal killing thing that we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Just started so many conversations and a lot of responses from people. Someone just sent this in to me. This is a headline on what's the Associated Press. An Arizona man faces animal cruelty charges after 183 dead dogs, rabbits, birds, and other animals were found in a freezer, including some that were apparently frozen while alive.
Oh!
So you, sir, are the animal cruelty world champion.
Like, so people like that.
Thank you for playing along, Darren.
People like that. There's something wrong with his soul. That's horrible.
Wait a minute.
While they're alive?
Wait a minute. What if all of those animals are pedophiles? You ever think about that, Heidi?
Oh.
I didn't think so.
That's disgusting. Jesus Christ.
You don't know that they weren't. Those fucking rabbits may have been licking little kids' balls for months.
Please, honestly, I can't.
And this
I can't even.
Okay, little girls' vaginas, whatever you want, however you want to put
I
it.
can't even like joke about it. It's so fucking disgusting.
What if a bird
Nope.
was nibbling on a little boy's nipples?
Oh my god, I can't.
See, like I can find like let's explain the person, but I can't listen to that kind of shit.
Bird nipple nibbling?
Just
can't.
any actual explicit reference to
Yeah, it's so
the
gross. I think if
Makes
you,
my stomach turn.
yeah, I
If
like.
you can't joke about it, maybe you are
And
one.
you know what? Also,
Gross.
is
Totally.
what's his name? You're friends with him. He gave you
Not a pedophile.
No, no.
Make that very clear. Thank you.
No, the guy that gave you the tattoo.
Oh, Damien Eccles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So look at their fucking story,
Mm-hmm.
and look at how awful that. I mean, that story is like, ugh.
Yeah.
And I hate it so much. I hate people who do. I just hate it.
I don't. Were those kids?
Disgusting.
Were those kids molested?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
were
yeah,
like,
they were-
yep.
they were
teeth
mutilated.
marks all over them.
That's right,
And
on
the
their
fucking
penis
guy
and
got
stuff.
his every tooth pulled.
Yep. A little suspect, if you ask me.
But they weren't. Oh my god. If nobody has ever watched.
Paradise Lost, 1, 2, and 3, or
Yes, or that
West of
you're-
Memphis.
Yes.
Yeah.
If nobody knows what we're talking about, you have to go and
Look that shit up.
and get. I mean, I was angry.
I think
so angry.
I think that documentary, which came out 94 or whatever,
Maybe.
that was I was always kind of into like killers and crime stuff, but that was the first documentary that I think introduced all of us to like true crime shows and true crime documentaries.
Yeah, you're right.
It's one of the best ones
Yep,
ever.
It's fantastic.
And it follows them from when they were like kind of when they're first arrested,
Yep.
going through trial.
Yep.
And the second one follows them in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one happened to be following them when they were released.
It
I mean, the
reminds
timing
me
was great.
of Making a Murderer.
Yep. I didn't watch the second season yet. I forgot that was a thing.
Oh, there's a second season?
Yeah. Shit,
Well,
totally forgot.
It just.
I think he did it.
I don't, and it blows my mind that you can watch the second one, and there's more, and there's evidence and stuff. He didn't, and it blows my mind that people can watch that, and like he has the woman from the that's now Johnny Depp's lawyer.
Okay.
It's the Innocence Project lady. I forget her name. She's brilliant. And just watch the second season, and you'll see what I'm talking
Not Gloria
about.
Allred. Is it? No, not her.
There's a lot of evidence that they found,
Okay.
and it's.
Do you know why people don't believe? I think also a lot of people go into things in life without an open mind,
Right.
and it's hard for people to like be willing to change their opinion.
Well, and it's hard for people to know. So when I was a little kid, we actually lived in that town in Manitowoc when I was a little kid. But so where his family is from,
Where was it? Where is it? Texas?
No, it's in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Okay.
He's very, 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 very. They're very poor, like insanely poor, and
Gross.
it. What people don't understand is that town is so small, and he had been dating that girl who was she married then to the cop or whatever. And those cops
I barely
were
remember the
fucking
first.
dirty.
No, I
What's his
can't
name?
remember it.
Cops were fucking dirty, man.
What's
Who
the guy? The main guy? Brendan Dassey's the kid, but
Are we talking about To Make a Murderer? Or are we talking about the
oh
West
yeah,
Making a Murderer.
yeah, no,
Making a Murderer or West Memphis 3?
making a murder.
the fuck's his name?
It's Aaron. No, Aaron. No,
That's what I thought.
Aaron.
No,
Oh my God, what's his name?
guys, come on.
I don't even know. I can't remember any of these.
His name is.
Steven? No.
Oh wait, is that right? Fuck. Stephen Avery.
Stephen Avery. Yeah. And
Knew it.
but the fact is that you just watch one again and then watch two, and it blows my mind. I mean, just the thing with the keys. Those fucking keys were placed. He looked over and over, and there were all
they
the
were behind the
memes
desk or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
all of a sudden, they're like out in the open.
Spoilers
Shit
all
like
over the
that.
place if you haven't seen it. But
No, but like it just,
basically, a guy killed a chick, and that everyone knows it.
But he didn't in the timeline too. It's just so awful.
Is that the one where she falls down the stairs?
No, that's
No,
the staircase,
yeah.
which is being made into an actual scripted film
Oh really?
or a show, maybe. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those now. The Pam one. Whatever.
Oh yeah. What happened to Pam?
Yeah.
I listened to that podcast. It was great.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I started to watch.
Didn't
it.
that start on Dateline or something?
Yeah.
That guy. And what happened to Pam?
You know what's weird
was-
is that on the show now with Renee Zellweger, which she's fantastic as, but they have that guy's voice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure I like the show yet. I'm on like the third episode. But
Oh yeah, it's scripted.
yeah.
And is she Pam?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But what a fucking crazy story.
Yeah.
But
bit.
Stephen Avery, I just can't. You know that he was almost out in the second season, almost, and they brought the judge all this shit, and no, it's politics.
My first gut after seeing the first one is that he did it all, and I don't think the kid did anything, but I think that Stephen Avery did it. But I'll watch the second season.
Yeah, because where's all the blood? There's no way that
maybe she didn't bleed.
They
Some people just don't bleed. Just like the way cockroaches sleep. Maybe she didn't bleed or something.
God. Please just watch it.
I will.
I swear he didn't do it.
Can I ask you, Darren?
What?
Will you please tell people what my new obsession is? Can you think of it?
Is it about food?
Sort of.
Donuts?
Nope.
Taco Bell?
Nope.
Um.
I'm about quenching that thirst.
Oh my
And
God! The
guys,
supersized Yeti.
Oh, I love that.
I
that
have
too.
wanted. Listen, first of all, we're never ever going to get advertising because we just talk about the stuff we love for free anyway. But I've wanted this goddamn Yeti thing forever.
I didn't know. I have a red one. I would have got.
Why don't you bring one
Got
here
me
to have
one?
to be like your studio drink so things stay chilled forever?
Yeah,
Listen
I
to
love
me,
them.
people. This program is brought to you by free Yeti stuff, and this thing, ice stays in here for a whole 24 fucking hours.
It does. I haven't put ice. I only put like water in there.
Put ice in there. If you put like one of these delicious monsters
Yeah.
and like 4 to 12 ice cubes, 24 hours the ice lasts.
Wow.
Doesn't drop in temperature, and you can just enjoy it to your heart's content. And
I also dropped one.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were
sorry.
talking.
It makes you what? Sorry.
Good.
I did.
No. It makes me look like you said, like my dad. Can you explain what that means?
So, some folks on the East Coast, actually East Coast is Florida, Alabama. So, alcoholics often will tote their bevies.
Basically, she's telling you that just my dad's an alcoholic, so that's cool.
Oh no, I mean,
He is. It's fine.
okay.
Listen, everyone back in the East
People
Coast
who like
is
drinking
alcoholic.
24 hours a day, alcoholic or not, love their tumblers. They're ginormous tumblers. And let's get a little shake of the ice. That's what you hear all day.
Come on, guys. The ice is from fucking
It's
February.
in the car console. It's on
It's like
the
Wisconsin too.
breakfast table. So it's just
It's
this
a little big.
beautiful,
And it's
oversized.
big and white, so it really stands
yeah,
out.
it's oversized.
I definitely can't walk in public with this because people will feel bad for me or like call the police that like there's an open container.
right.
But
Like
God
there's no
damn.
doubt there's booze in there.
Yeah.
Except that it's you.
Now it's strawberry lemonade, but
Except that it's you.
I am a full blown tumbler guy, and I'm never going back. I'm really excited about
Does
it.
that fit in the Prius cup holder?
Yeah, it did. It does. It does, unfortunately. Because if you look, it's so genius the way they do it. The tapered
Taper.
bottom fits directly in while this 2-gallon top part just holds
big.
all your cold beverages. Thank you, Yeti, for nothing.
They're also really well made. I had one. I dropped it. I tripped, of course, and I dropped it. Went flying across the floor.
Yeah.
Forget where I was. It was a hard floor, and the top part.
You don't have to show off with the hard floor stuff.
Fell
Like,
apart, and I put it back together, and it worked. It was beautiful.
I'm so
It's a little expensive,
It's
but
so dumb.
yeah, it's worth it.
Well, it's worth it. I'm so blown away by how good it works that I went on YouTube and I'm like, how does it work? How does it stay so cold?
Why do dolphins
And
sleep?
it's chambered and they suck all the oxygen out of between the layers so that because oxygen moving is what carries coldness and heat. So if there's no air in there, nothing can let the outside temperature get in or the inside temperature get out.
Genius.
If you're still listening to the
thought
podcast,
so.
thanks for sticking with us. Fucking A.
Is this the worst one ever? No.
No, we've had much worse.
Okay, cool.
But unfortunately, this one will probably not be deleted. We only seem to lose the really good shows. You know what I'm saying? Don't delete it.
We're recording.
Um,
Oh, God.
last night, Darren and I had a little. We took a trip down to San Diego for a ministry concert, and it was so wonderful. And you mentioned that you know a couple of the guys in that band, of course.
Roy and Monty.
Heidi's name drop.
At least
She isn't afraid to drop those names. Kinda lame.
except that one's not lame because those are good guys.
love
Those are
it.
good ones to drop. How do you know? So Monty is the new guitar player for Ministry, and Roy is the new old drummer because he was there before.
Roy, I've known. I used to date a drummer for Machine Head, Mr. Dave McLean,
Okay.
who's a good friend of mine still. And
The guy that wrote American Pie, the day the music died.
No, Dave. That's Don McLean. Don McLean.
Should have known.
And I met Roy through him years ago when I was still in my band, like
What a
in the
drummer.
in the 90s. Holy shit!
What
he's
an
good.
unbelievable drummer.
He was in Stone. He's in Stone Sour too. I don't know their music, but my sister is a big fan.
You've heard a couple of their songs, probably.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you through the glass.
No, I
Don't know how much time has passed.
I haven't actually.
Okay. I can do the whole song if you want.
No, I'm good though.
Okay, cool. This is the best lineup I've ever seen Ministry at, besides, like, I saw them in 94 or 5. And that was with most of the old time guys, but this is the best lineup I've seen in many, many years.
Monty used to play. He was in Prong, and I dated Tommy Victor.
You
'cause
did?
Tommy played guitar for Danzig,
Yeah.
and we were on tour. And remember, I told you about when I broke up with that guy, and I had the flat flowers.
Yeah.
I was dating Tommy on tour.
Oh, boy.
We all make bad mistakes. Nice guy, but we were all drinking.
Can I tell you a funny Prong story?
Sure.
When I was in high school, there was like a Battle of the Bands thing that was going on. And to get into the Battle of the Bands, you had to like show up with your band and try out and like play an original song. We played Snap Your Finger, Snap Your Neck and said that we wrote it. And they're like, you guys wrote that? We're like, yeah. They're like, you guys are in. Remember that song?
I love that
Yeah.
song. I love that. I love
Yeah.
them. So I had gone to see Prong after we got done with our tour with Danzig, and Tommy and I were still friends. And I met Monty, and then we became really good friends. I came out here.
So
to
Tommy
visit
Victor
him.
heard you go a few times. You were all like that. And he was like, and you were like,
Disgusting. And it was so I can't even talk about it. And Monty started to play guitar for Madonna.
yeah.
Really?
So
Yeah, he was
cool.
like
Yeah.
Madonna for a few years, right?
He's still with her. Yeah, a long time. And then
If I heard correctly, he's the one that he's taught her to play guitar.
So he
No.
Yeah.
Yep. So he had, we were good friends, and he called me. This is when we didn't have like a cell phone, and he called me and was like, "Hey, oh my God, he was teaching Guy Ritchie, and he was working
director?
at the Guitar Center, making like $10 an hour." And he was giving lessons, and Guy came in and said, "Hey, so he gave him lessons." And then he was at his house. He goes, "Will you teach my wife?" And Monty had no clue who his wife was. And then she walked in, and it was Madonna.
No.
Oh.
And then he gave her a few lessons, and she's like, "Hey, would you want to go on tour?" And he was like, "Oh, let me check my."
Wait, I didn't know that he was working at Guitar Center and became Madonna's guitar player?
Holy
Yep.
shitballs.
It's a
Holy
cool
shit.
story. And get this, when he was like 12-ish, he came downstairs, and he told his mom, he goes, "Oh my God, I had this dream that I was playing acoustic guitar for Madonna on stage." And his mom was like, "Oh my God." And his mom still remembers the day. And then all of a sudden, he's on stage playing, he said it was like La Isla Bonita, and he's standing there and he's like, "Oh," and that was the dream. It was that setting. It was that song. Isn't that crazy? I get a little
crazy.
chills.
It's amazing.
It's
a cool
funny
story.
that that's his history, because I was noting his very like suave moves. Like he's not like a straight
Not a
up,
metal
like,
guy.
Metal guy. Like
Yeah.
he's got like, even when he's playing Ministry songs, like he's just got this little like bop about him. Like it's so cute.
Yeah.
That's so
It was great.
That's
It was so
awesome.
fucking good. And seeing them was great. And it's so, like I was telling her on the way home, like I can't believe that like I'm friends with Al Jurgensen. Like
It's crazy.
I I would like pretend I was him in the mirror when I was a kid, and ministry was a massive, massive part of my life, and it's just so surreal. And
Look at what happens though. Like you really have to think like law of attraction. Do you know what I mean? Like you think about it a lot. Like all the people that I pretended like I was a singer for, I've met Duran. I've met Depeche, like all those people. I was like, I'm gonna be the backup singer. Who
was like the most? Like who was that person that you're like, what the? How am I like? How do I have their number in my fucking
Todd
phone?
Newman. Like your biggest holy shit moment.
You're like, this person's number's in my phone. Besides Bruce Willis, we know.
Yeah.
But no, like your musical person.
I mean, like John Taylor.
Duran.
You
have his number on your phone?
I have his email.
Okay.
It's close. It's good.
Who's the most
famous?
famous musician number that you have in your phone?
Probably Adam Levine.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
He's famous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maroon 5.
Can I
famous.
do a disgusting Dan's name drop right now?
Course.
Remember the other day? Don't say the name, but
Yeah.
I went to where I have my own like musical gear storage is like a big place in LA, and I was there and there was a band rehearsing, and I know these guys, and I drove my old 72 Bronco down there.
Cool.
And I parked behind one of the new Broncos, and Guns N' Roses was rehearsing, and their bass tech, Duff's bass tech, McBob, I've known for many, many years. He walks out. I'm like, dude, whose Bronco is this? He goes, that's Slash's. And I was like, does he love it? He goes, I don't fucking know. He's not, I don't give a shit. So I was like, I gotta text Slash. I know him a very, very, very little bit, but her and I were driving to San Diego, and I got a text back from Slash, and it was another one of those, oh my God, this is fucking weird moments.
Slash.
And it's kind of embarrassing. I want to read it anyway. It's embarrassing.
I know his brother, Ash.
Who gives a fuck?
His name's Ash.
Just drop the
your
SL.
name drop is that you know Slash's brother?
Ash. But his name's Ash. Isn't that funny?
Okay, so this is...
Yeesh.
I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot.
This is embarrassing.
I'm not going to give away... I don't want to... Well, I mentioned like I parked today. I parked behind your Bronco. Do you love it?
You sent him a photo.
A photo of mine by his. And he goes, hey, I love it. It's really great. It's a 2022. I just got it a few months ago. And I was like, oh, then it must be, it must be this version of it. He goes, no. Anyway, I corrected him because I know his vehicle is a 2021. It's not a 2022, even though he thinks it is. And I responded back. I said, oh, then it's a 2021, but it's a late arrival because of all these factors. I said, I'm a Bronco nerd. Sorry. I got one coming in a few weeks. And he said, I can tell. Like basically, I corrected him.
He's like,
I pointed out that I'm a Bronco nerd. And he goes, yeah, I can tell. Oh it ended nice. But for a minute, I'm like, why did I just let him? Who cares? Who cares? Why do I have to show off like my Bronco knowledge to fucking Slash from Guns N' Roses? But that was another one of those surreal, like weird. I'm communicating with Slash about Broncos.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So basically, Heidi and I are just better than anyone listening to this.
Well, can I tell you?
If you know famous people, you're better than common people. Right. So what's up, Heidi?
Can I talk about who's liking my stuff on Instagram? Sorry.
I want to know.
Can we? Should we give hints? See if she can guess.
I will never. Yes. I will not. This is
That's
not
why it's
fucking
fun.
Fair.
Okay. Let me do it. Don't look at this.
But what if he listens to the show though?
He doesn't.
It'll be great because
Hold
I'll
on,
get his name
hold on.
wrong.
I don't know.
Don't look at the thing.
I can't see the fucking screen.
Hold on. As soon as you know what the song is, darling, you can guess who it is. Okay. I'm only gonna give you 2 seconds of it. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know. Huey Lewis? Just kidding.
Close. Do it again.
I mean, I've heard the fucking song, and it's probably not even the song that I'm thinking it is. Yeah.
There's not a better song
How does it
than
start?
that. It's so good.
I don't know.
Okay, sing it.
I can't.
Sing it now. Sing it.
Is there lyrics with this? You know, I
Yes,
can't
of
sing
course.
What
What I want you got might be hard to handle, like a flame that burns a candle, like a candle feeds the flame.
What I
Yeah.
got.
Okay, I don't know who the fuck that is.
That is the one and only.
Hall and Oates.
Oh.
Daryl Hall and John Oates. Actually, did you know that they were never called Hall and Oates? It's always been Daryl Hall and John Oates, but we always do
'Cause
Hall
we're
and Oates.
America?
Isn't that funny?
No, I did
It's
not.
I don't
never
believe that.
been on
I don't believe
any
that.
of the.
No.
It's actually a fact. It's actually a little trivia thing that has never been on any of their like marquees or anything. It's always been Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Interesting. My dad would be so disappointed in me for not knowing. I'm sorry, Dad. Please, God, don't listen to this podcast.
So on Instagram, I was looking at my Instagram, and it said "Real Daryl Hall liked your story," and I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" And I like looked to make sure it was him, and it was him.
Heidi?
and
What's he up to?
we have no
I apologize, Heidi.
Mutuals?
Yeah, I'm right.
Heidi was what?
Completely right.
Oh.
They're called Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Give me
What a
that
dumb
clapping
fucking name.
track. Give me that
Oh, wait a
clap
minute.
track.
Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, he's trying to.
We got an album cover here. The Rich Girl single is by Hall and Oates.
But that's not.
And the greatest
I'm
hits?
saying like but
No, but you're right. You're right. What sound do you want?
No,
Heidi,
that's
I
not
put-
the
oh.
fucking sound.
Which one do you want?
I wanted clapping
There
to
you go.
congratulate
Heidi, thank
God.
you. So
Freak. Good job, Heidi.
thank you.
that's a very weird fact. I'm surprised they didn't switch it to Hall and Oates because no one gives a fuck about Daryl Hall and John
That's
Oates.
a mouthful too.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Okay, so he's obsessed with you, basically.
No, I'm obsessed with him now because I'm like,
Well-
how did he find me?
What's he up to? Like, what's going on?
We have no mutual friends. Like, how
Sweet,
is
wait.
he like?
Do you
'cause
think he's
on
a fan
tour.
of the show?
He's on tour right now. What if he is? And now we have to edit all this shit out.
Daryl Hall, I mean, if you're a fan of the show, will you please send one of us a message? Let us know.
Oh my god, so exciting!
Heidi will suck your dick if you come on the show.
On your feed,
That's
do
a
you
problem.
post about the show? Do you post about the show?
Yeah.
I don't. Follow you,
Yeah,
sorry,
and
on
he
Instagram.
liked the story about what I put up about the podcast, but he also liked all my other stories.
But he doesn't follow you?
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
Daryl.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
I like
no,
it.
I mean, whatever. I
But
don't
He's a man of
also-
mystery.
I mean,
Are we blowing up his spot?
Are we what?
Blowing up his spot?
What do you mean?
what does that mean?
It means like if he's macking.
Outing
Are we outing him for
Macking her?
macking? Yeah. Is he
Blowing
macking?
up his.
I don't think he's 15. I don't think
75.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he married? Let's see if he's married.
No,
Well,
he's
either
not.
way,
I
I don't
checked.
think. I
Oh, you
don't
checked? Whoa! Daryl, come and get it. Wow.
I'm like, are we meant to be?
What if you
Just
left
kidding.
your boyfriend for Daryl
Oh
Hall,
my
Yes.
god!
but just to get him
Yes.
on this show once?
Oh my god!
That's funny shit.
Dan, can I ask you a question? A Grace and Manners question?
No.
About a name of a song?
Sure.
My dad just enlightened me. A band called Mountain, which I'd never heard.
Red
I
Ball Express.
love.
They're so great.
Oh, Nantucket Sleigh Ride.
Nantucket Sleigh Ride. Is that why you named the song?
No, Nantucket Sleigh Ride is a. Let me play a little bit of this for you. Oh, I don't have it,
Mountain
actually.
did
They're
one
so
of my
good.
favorite songs. That it's called Mississippi. No,
Yeah,
Mississippi Queen.
Mississippi Queen.
That's what he had
Do
me
you know
listen
what
to.
I mean? Burn out now.
They're like, I don't know why I haven't heard of them before. Like, I'm not.
I did a cover of that song years ago in this old
Oh my
band that I had
God.
in Chicago.
Oh, I still need to. I really want to listen to your past.
So,
you know.
this is my band, and we did a song called Nantucket Sleigh Ride, and it's not inspired by that.
Wait, what's your band? The old band?
It's called Grace and Manners.
Oh.
They're fucking epic.
Check out this bass line, Heidi.
Whoa.
It's your boy. Yeah, we're pretty fucking good.
So,
But why
what
Nantucket
happened
Sleigh Ride?
to you?
Why Nantucket Sleigh Ride for me? Such a beautiful voice.
Nantucket Sleigh Ride is a thing that from like Nantucket and East Coast kind of fishery stuff where they would, if you harpoon, I believe it was a whale, and it pulls you like through the ocean on your boat, like it pulls you. It's called the Nantucket sleigh ride.
So
that's
Mountain
cool.
is referencing that.
Yeah, well, yeah, or it's
Or
just
whatever, like it's a thing.
we only called it that because it's a cool term. It has nothing to do with the song. Most of our songs have nothing.
Sure.
Like we have a song called the Red Ball Express, which is it's like a military thing. It has nothing to do with the song.
I mean, I understand that, but like the phrase is a actual thing. That
Yeah.
you could say, right?
Here's a little bit of Red Ball Express for you guys. Nope, just kidding. We're so fucking good. Do you want to hear my
How
bass
long
solo?
ago was this?
Here we go, Heidi. This was 2009. Back when we had hopes and dreams and the future was all in front of us. And
Was this here or on the East Coast?
this is here.
Here. It's right when I moved here.
Yep. So all of that is available on Spotify, Apple, whatever the fuck. But we're never playing again, so who cares?
What's it called again? The band? Mason?
Grace and Manners.
Grace and Manners.
And the name, I named it, and it was someone said something one time, and I misheard what they said, and I thought they said Grace and Manners, and I liked it, so it became a band name.
What's Roll the Ugliness? Is that the name?
That's the name of the album. Have you ever seen the movie The Jerk?
Of course.
Okay, hold on.
I designed that album cover.
Yes, you did. In The Jerk,
Oh, Roll the Ugliness.
in The Jerk, do you remember the part where? Let me just pull it up. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
I'm hungry.
You make my dreams come true.
Okay.
Do, 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 do.
By giving me 3 minutes of your time.
Okay. There's a scene in The Jerk where Navin Johnson has made all of his money. He's rich, and people keep coming to him to ask him for money for donations. And this guy comes in, he goes, "This is the biggest problem in our country, like cat juggling." And he watches the video.
Hobart,
Yes, sir.
are you over your grief enough yet to dim the light?
Here we go.
Have socks.
I've heard about this. Oh wait, what is it?
Stomach, senor.
Roll the ugliness.
I've heard about this cat juggling. Roll the Ugliness, and that's where we got the album title.
Wow.
Yep. Wow. What a story, Dan. That was the most boring wow I've ever heard.
I didn't mean it like that. I was like, wow.
Wow.
I love that movie so much.
It's so
We
good.
should watch that. Let's watch that.
Speaking of good movies, have you seen the new Jackass yet?
No, because
Oh.
of this. Because my sister, they watched it with my 14-year-old niece and her fiance's 14-year-old son. And I guess there are
Wait,
so
hold on,
much
Say it
balls and fucking
Two
dicks in it.
14-year-olds.
And like, it
There's
was
so
disgusting.
much-
My sister said it was
So much
gross.
cock.
Yeah,
But
she's
it's
like, it
funny.
was unnecessary. And plus, she's like, they're so old. Like, why are they? It's just, I was like, well, I'm a
Your
fan
sister
of,
sounds like a real treat.
no,
What a fun broad.
No, she is, but she was uncomfortable with the kids there. Like,
Why would they? Well, Jackass has shown dicks and balls before, so if there's any
not like
chances.
this though. She said it was different. She said it was a
it
lot.
was
like
more,
it
but-
started off like she said the first scene is like
Yeah.
somebody's a big and they comes all over and
his
like,
his dick is basically Godzilla. They paint his dick to be Godzilla, and it destroys an entire city. What? Oh God!
stupid.
I can't.
I'm in
I
a room
used
with
to
a
love
bunch of
that
olds.
shit. It's true. I
Yeah, I
used to
don't-
love that
Me
shit.
too.
And
I
have
love Jackass.
Zero desire to see it
Nope.
anymore. I'm just kind of like,
I'm good.
I'm gonna make you watch it.
I'm sure.
Oh
you
no, I'm not
will.
gonna make you. I'm gonna ask you adamantly to watch it with me,
Do you
and
think it
hopefully
was
you'll
funny?
approve. I loved it.
You watched it twice.
I watched
right?
it twice,
I
and
loved
it
it.
made me go back and watch the other movies. And
I love the
well,
other
let me.
ones.
Were you a Jackass fan of the show?
Huge fan.
Okay.
I used
Loved
to
it.
be too. Huge.
Loved it.
I think it was wonderful. I like it. It was. It's been 10 years since the last movie, and since the last movie, Ryan Dunn died sadly.
Oh, that's right.
So he's not in it. They show him for a second in the
God,
end.
he
And
died.
And then Bam Margera, he's only in one scene. You can't see him, but he was kind of removed from the movie because
Why?
he's going through all kinds of problems
Oh.
and drug stuff. It's very sad.
Oh, wow.
Since Ryan Dunn died, who was his best friend, Bam's life has kind of tanked.
How did he die, Ryan Dunn?
A car crash. He was speeding.
When was this?
Well, I'll tell you exactly. It was 2011 because for Darren and I's wedding, we friends of ours got us a private tour of Fenway Park by this woman Beth, who's become a friend of ours. And as we're doing the tour, we got the news. I think it was on Twitter or someone texted us that Ryan Dunn died. So it was like June 21st of 2011 or something.
Wow.
When did Ryan Dunn die?
That's my dad's
Ryan
birthday.
Dunn died June 20th, 2011 at age 34.
Danny nailed it.
It's my dad's
34.
birthday.
Yeah.
34.
So he was in a car crash in Philadelphia, speeding, and since then, Bam's life just completely devolved into sadness. So he was not in the movie. So it's weird not having those guys' energy in the movie, but in this one, they bring in a new kind of, the same old guys, literally old guys, and some
And that
young
girl,
people.
right?
There's a girl.
It's funny.
I forget her name, but she's like they brought in a younger cast of people, which I think is them. They're gonna hand it off
Passing the torch
to them, and it was great. It was like seeing these older guys passing the torch to this younger group who has the enthusiasm and has they haven't been in comas yet, which is nice. But it was fucking great. It made me feel very happy. It brought me back to when the show first started, and I was by myself. I probably stoned, but laughing my fucking ass off. There's a lot of dick and balls.
Well,
but it's funny. It's used in a funny way, I thought.
The thing about it is that my niece she's 14, and now in school they're like, your pronouns, all this shit. Not shit. It's fine. But she doesn't know, she's going through some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when she saw all that, she was like, oh, it's like,
I'm a girl. I'm a girl.
Yeah, she's like,
for sure.
No, but she's like, I never want to be with a guy ever, 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 which
It's
is fine.
definitely-
But she said it was disgusting, and it was just like,
Yeah, there's a lot of
well,
dicks in it, and
lots of, she said it was.
it definitely is not going to turn any girl on or make you be like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't wait to be married and
That's
touch
what
those
she
all
was
the time.
saying. She was like, oh.
She's like, Mom, are they always covered in bees? Because
Yeah, didn't that, they
Steve-O,
stick it with
Steve-O at one point
so
puts
gnarly.
hundreds and hundreds of bees on his dick and balls.
You could
And then they're climbing into his taint and stinging his asshole. It's wild. They couldn't die. It wasn't that kind of shit.
That's my thing. Like, I can't. And I don't know how I ever, but I can't. I don't have I don't have a tolerance for that
No.
anymore. Like, I don't want to see people get super, super hurt and toe the line of death.
There is one part in it. It's been talked about. You can't really spoil the movie because unless you see it, it's only funny or good if you see it. But in 2 or 3 of the movies, Knoxville has gotten into the ring with a bull.
Yeah.
And if I didn't know that he was still alive, I would have thought he died because this bull charges him. And if you're watching on YouTube here, it hits him and he flies through the air. I think does 2 full flips and lands on his head and just ragdolls, which is there's no movement. He does not move. And I would have assumed he died. He broke his wrist and was left in a hospital, but
So uncomfortable to me.
of course. That's the risk that you take by doing that stuff, but it's for our amusement. I urge you both to watch it. It is
Okay,
it is very
I will
funny,
try and watch it. I
and
promise I'll try.
and it doesn't feel like guys that are too old to be doing it trying to relive the glory days.
Okay.
They're not holding back anything. For me, I feel like I'm taking it too seriously, but you can tell that these are people that
It's quite the tribute.
really do love each other after all these years, and
Yeah.
they've agreed this is the last one. They're done now because Knoxville's 52 years old.
Right. I think he's older than that, right?
I think he's 52.
I think he's almost 60.
How old is Johnny Knoxville?
We just looked this up the other day, I think.
Johnny Knoxville is 51 years
51.
old.
60.
Because I was
What's the matter with you?
No, I thought somebody
75-year-old
said,
man.
said
Sorry,
that the other
Johnny.
day, and I was like, what? He's
No.
how old?
No, he's not 60 years
Yeah, I was
old.
like, he looks great.
Steve-O, 73, going strong.
But I
I've-
remember like back in the day when they were like the wasabi stuff. Like,
Oh, snorting wasabi.
I love the one where the person would look in the thing and they'd get bought.
Oh, there's plenty of that.
I love that stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
then
And you
I'll always
still
try and
do?
watch
You
it.
still love that stuff?
I
Watch
don't know.
it.
I
Watch
loved it
it.
back then.
Yeah.
There's
I
something
loved
different.
it.
I've changed, not in a bad way. I just changed my whole like. Ugh.
I support pedophiles, just not physical humor.
Good God, everybody.
You can find us
And
at
we're
wherever-
out of here. Where's the time machine button? We got to go back. Get rid of that.
I told
So you
somebody.
hate pedophiles too, right, Darren? Great. Me too. Heidi, you hate them? Great. We're all in agreement.
I want to fucking murder everyone.
Fuck
One of
and
them.
murder all the kids?
No, I'm gonna murder every fucking.
We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back.
Listen,
We're not, but
I-
Jackass.
I told a girl the other day that in this place I work, I said, yeah, there
Don't
used
leave
to
Jackass.
be a time machine
Oh.
in the other room, and she was like,
What?
a time machine, and I'm
What?
like, yeah, money. That's what they used to call money machines when they first came out. It was TYME, time. Do you guys remember that?
No.
When
No.
when a money machine first came, or
What's a money
The
machine?
ATM?
an ATM never was called that. It was called time machine.
What?
Yeah,
What did
and-
it stand for?
TYME.
No way.
I
Go
swear
to the Google.
to God.
In the United States of America?
Yeah, and all the older people remember, but I told this girl and she was like, what do you mean a time machine? I'm like, it was a cash machine. They used to.
Oh, I thought she actually like just didn't know what a time machine was.
No, TYME though, you have to do it. Yeah,
Y-M-E.
TYME. TYME. Yeah.
Fuck. Mini
Right there.
ATM. But
We now have time. See that underneath there? That's what it used to be
What
when it
years?
first came out.
When did they come out? Were they
it
out
looks like a
in the
goddamn
80s?
slot machine.
Do you remember?
Wait, hold on. What was I going to say? Oh, I wanted to. Okay, go ahead. I want to finish the
Do you
Jackass
remember
thought.
when you used to go to the bank and you used to put the tube thing?
Yeah,
the
that-
cylinder. Oh my
Yeah, in
god!
Wisconsin,
I've never done
they
that.
still have it. It's so fun.
They do?
Yeah, you put the stuff and you twist it and like it's
I
like the
would-
old mail things.
Yes,
at
I would
yeah.
love going to the bank to do
So
deposit.
cool.
Why are
and
these
like the
called time
bank
machines?
teller's over there, and it's going up.
So
oh, that shit
cool.
was
I'm like,
badass.
where does it go? They still and they have one in Simi Valley too.
Where can we
At
go?
Bank of America.
I just switched. I still have an account.
How's your guys' knitting circle going?
God, I'm fucking. These are the people that don't watch Jackass. This is what you talk about and get excited about, guys.
I can never take a break for a second talking, or this thing just goes into fucking snooze fest over here.
Yo, some you guys out there can relate.
It's
I
like
know
Time,
that
time,
shit was dope.
time,
It's like on
time,
NPR.
time.
Sweaty
Take your money anywhere is what it stands for.
Take your money.
TYME. Take your money anywhere.
Do you know that anywhere begins with an A, not an E?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Excuse me.
Okay,
I'm tired.
I'm hungry.
Take your money
See?
So
I
that's
was
everywhere.
right. That's what and that's what you called it back then in the however
machine.
long ago
Dumb.
that was.
1920s.
Um,
1930. And on the it must have started in the 90s, I think.
Yeah, I feel like ATMs haven't been around for too long. Huh?
Time machine.
How you doing, Dan?
I just want to talk sometimes. Just kidding. I don't give a fuck. Jackass thing, real quick.
Yeah.
Last week we were talking about gender roles, and I feel like Jackass is still one of those things. I'm surprised how many girls like it, but it's a very, very dude. What am I talking about? Like dude focused on thing, dude marketed,
Penis.
dude marketed, dude penis. It's a very dude penis enterprise.
Balls.
Centric.
Dude balls,
Centric?
penis balls.
How do you feel about the word centric?
That's good. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I brought it back too late. Oh well.
No, I mean I agree with that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Although you also are pro pedophile, so I don't know how much I want your support in these times. She's
we
not pro pedophile. It's a
clarify?
total. Yeah. No, we're not going to clarify. We're going to let it hang for weeks and weeks. Heidi's the name dropper. I'm the racist, insensitive guy, and you're pro pedophile. Everyone has their roles on the show,
Okay.
and it's fine. And it's totally fine. Yes.
I got yelled at by an old man the other day, and I still am like,
He was all, swallow it, just swallow it.
oh,
no.
so gross.
That's what he said. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I got in
It's
a fight
fine.
with a man last night too.
You
It
did?
was very brief.
What happened?
Let Heidi tell her
Heidi
story first.
I was
So
handing it over.
I was at my boyfriend's place, but
Ooh.
no, he's not there.
Oh.
Daryl, if you're listening,
Daryl, she left a key under the mat.
it's not going all that well. It's been 5 years. It is what it is, you know.
Listen, everyone knows it's time
Life
to
is
move
short.
on.
We
It's
have
time
to
to move
be happy.
on. Yeah.
I told him that you liked my stuff, and he said, "Look, if you want to go with Daryl, it's fine. Just have to. I want everybody to be happy." Anyhow,
Daryl, whoa, here she comes. She's a cum eater.
oh my god. So I was parked in his garage.
I bet Daryl will let to park in your garage.
In
You
a
know what I'm saying?
in a spot.
There's dick in your vag, I mean.
God. So in a spot in the garage where my boyfriend had said the guy doesn't live there right now, he's selling his place. Okay, so I parked there before, and I left a note, and I was only gone upstairs for like 15 minutes, if that, and I got this feeling like I'm like, oh, like I'm scared someone's gonna like need that spot for some reason. So I get a call, and it's this man, and he goes, he was very old, and you know, I'm calling. You think you're parked in our spot? And I go, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm on my way down. I flew downstairs. I go out of the elevator, and there's another guy that lives in his building. I go, hi, and I'm like, wait, is that your car? I just got a call. He goes, no, that guy doesn't even live here. And I'm like, oh, well, he must have his family here, or whatever. So I talking to the guy, and all of a sudden, this old man, probably like 80s,
Johnny Knoxville's age? Whoa.
He comes out of the elevator, and I go, hi, sir, I'm so sorry. Like, I was just up there, and that's why I left a note. And he goes, you know you're not supposed to do that. Shaking his key with his finger. I go, oh, and I want to be respectful.
You like
He's
olds
older.
too.
I love older people.
Olds.
Not this guy. So I was like, sir, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not like, the thing is that he just parked next to it. It took me a second to come downstairs. I was about to move. I just felt bad because I was like, and I'm like, I'm sorry. And he gets in my face and said, where do you live? And I go, well, my boyfriend is gone in New York, and who's your boyfriend? I'm like, I told him the name, and he was like, I just called him, and he's in New York. You're a liar. And that's when when somebody calls me a liar, I fucking hate it. And I said, sir, I'm trying to be really respectful to my elder right now. And I said, but you need to get out of my face. I said, I'm sorry 10 times.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to move my car now. Is that okay? And he's like, and he got all, you know you're not supposed to. And I said, sir, I didn't know somebody like lived here because I was told otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Who told you that? I said, I'm not going to go over it again. And then I was starting to get mad. I go, sir, have you heard of there's a war in Ukraine?
Oh boy, you pulled that move?
And he goes, what? And I said, there are other things to worry about and get so upset. You need to calm down because you're getting like, please.
Sir, have you heard about the war in Ukraine?
I got in my car, and all of a sudden,
You're not supposed
to. Sit here. He's banging on my door. And so I opened the door and I said, sir, leave me alone.
I'm fixing to fuck you up, sir.
I moved it. I'm moving it. I apologize. What else would you like me to do? I just want you. I said, I know. I hope I didn't ruin your whole fucking rest of your life. Like, Jesus Christ.
The last 17 minutes of your fucking miserable life.
How long ago was this? Still haunting you.
2 nights ago.
Oh, okay.
I still have like
get
I'm
it.
scared I'm gonna see him because I'm watching
Can-
the dog and his play.
Can we collectively agree that we hope he gets abused in a rest home?
No.
No,
Why?
Because I feel like too, like he's old. Maybe he went. I always wonder like what they went through. Like maybe he's had a bad
But
life.
when you're being that much
But
of a prick, who
fuck
cares
you,
what you've been
man.
through?
Yeah.
We can't excuse everybody's actions because of what they might have gone through.
That's true.
You didn't do it to him. You know,
No,
you
it
didn't.
was-
You
and
weren't the goddamn Charlie in the tree shooting them in
wait.
the war, whatever the fuck.
And then he said, "It took me. I said I've been in here for like 20 minutes tops. You have not. I've been rummaging around, trying to find out." I said, "Sir, you took the note on my car. You called me, so it had my number."
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, all you had to do was call that number, and I left
Oy.
the apartment number or the thing.
How
Anyhow.
do you do with confrontation? Like, when you're in it, do you enjoy it? Do you keep your shit together when you're having a confrontation, or do you hate it?
I like leave my body and I don't stutter. I don't do anything, and I like. This happened at work 4 weeks ago, and I cannot believe that I'm not fired. But there's a guy that I work with who is not very cool, and he pushed me.
Todd works there?
He pushed me to the limit, and he said, "That sounds like something you need to take to management." I was talking to a friend of mine that I work with, like and he was eavesdropping, and we were having like our a meal. And I looked at him and I go, "It sounds like you need to stop fucking eavesdropping." And he was like, "You're ruining my meal." I'm like, "His staff meal." I'm like, "You fucking asshole." I'm like, "You're a fucking asshole." And I got
Said
really
to him?
loud.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
And I said, "Leave me the fuck alone, you fucking asshole."
Did it
Everybody
feel
was
good?
like,
Did it feel good?
"No," because I felt bad afterwards. And
Why?
I called him that.
Why?
I don't know. Just.
He's a fucking asshole.
And then I left the building. I almost laughed. I was like, "I can't do this. This is so stupid." People came running after me. I'm like, "I'm
This
not
one-
going. I just want."
This one over here, Darren.
Yeah.
This one over here. I guess I almost had a confrontation last night in San Diego.
You weren't even
What
paying
happened?
attention.
I know. That's why I said, I'm taking your word for it.
It was so brief, but like I'm a little proud of myself just because I said something. But I really wanted a bubbly water, and the guy
The way you said it.
a bubbly
Yeah.
water. I like really wanted a period. And we stepped across the street from the show, and there's like a little mart, and the guy in there was super, super nice. And
Oh, he was awesome.
He was great. Like and I was like, "Oh, do you only have?" Because I don't know sparkly water because I'm just kind of getting into it. But I was like, they had Topo Chico, but it was grapefruit. I didn't want grapefruit. "Oh, do you have any plain?" He's like, "Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I don't." And then I noticed there was like a liquid death thing.
A bubbly
A
one.
bubbly liquid death. And I was like, "Oh, you have this." And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I have that." And then I went to grab it, and there was another brand next to it. And I goes, "Oh, you have liquid death. I also noticed you have this. Like, what's better?" And I hear behind me, it's just fucking water.
Oh no.
And and then the guy was super nice.
Oh, no, you didn't.
And the guy, and I don't know if I'm making up the fucking, but it might as well have had fucking in it. So I don't, But the guy who owned the store, whatever, worked there, was so nice. He was like, I prefer liquid death, whatever. There's no one else in the fucking store. So I turn around to the guy and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry that I slowed your roll a little bit tonight, sir." And he was like, barely, he didn't
register.
even acknowledge nothing. Like I just looked him right dead in the eye and I was like, "Fuck you, bro." Like
And he was wearing a Padres jersey.
he was straight from the gate.
And he's leaving opening day where his team just won. So it's not like he's like
He should be
bummed
in a good
out about
mood.
something.
Like, what are you in that much of a rush? You can't take 30 more seconds for me to just have a stupid conversation about fucking bubbly water.
Yeah.
And then I think in my head he felt really bad and needed to redeem himself because there was a gentleman in there asking for money or food or something, and he was like giving him a bunch of stuff.
I don't know if I call the guy a gentleman.
He was a man, and I think Padres dude was like deflecting.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And like
Felt bad a little
and
bit.
like was trying to give him. I'm like, "Bro, give me fucking money. Say sorry to me."
Confrontations are
It's just
fun.
fucking water. I'm like, shut up.
The older I get, the more like my mom is like, I wish I was more like you. I won't put up with that shit. If I would have been,
You're gonna be that old man in like
and
40 years.
Well, if I would have heard him say that to you,
I wish I heard it. Although she can handle herself.
I would like, and if you were a stranger to me, I speak up right away. I'm like, that's hey, it's not.
I almost said
cool.
like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And he's like, I don't even know her name. Keep my wife's name.
I mean, 20 years ago, me would have handled that.
You actually probably would have fucked him back then.
I would have beat the shit out of him and then fucked him.
Yeah, probably.
To be honest, but
Yeah.
like I try to be a little like calmer now, but now, like for the last decade, let's say, now I'm in this like decade of like, oh hell no, you know. And I learned that from my last job. I found my voice because people would try to push me around all the time because I look like I'm fucking 12. I'm a female, you know, whatever. People try to push me around all the time.
Does that make me a pedophile?
Yes, and this is why I'm trying to give them some props, bro. I'm trying to
for my benefit.
Yes.
Got it. It all comes around.
You know, it's just like
I
sometimes
hope no
you
one
just
tuned
have
out
to
after the
state-
first 5 minutes where we thought this was a pro pedophile
Sometimes
podcast.
You just have to state the obvious.
pedocast.
But I was trying to be all under the radar. But yeah, like I just got to a point where I was like, I'm not gonna do this. Like the fact that society supports this customer is right, bullshit, all that stuff. I'm like, nope, I don't care anymore.
Do you have to leave? Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I read a quick note before we leave?
Yeah.
Okay. We got we're gonna end this on a nice message. Cool. We got this from Linda sent me a message.
Linda.
Hi, Rare Form crew. You have been my salvation these last couple days. Then I'm stuck at the hospital. Oh, I gotta play this for her. We used to have an old theme song here. Where is it? I had a real this motherfucker moment, and here it is.
This motherfucker.
It's an old Todd Newman bit we had before you.
That's Todd?
That's Todd. I've had this motherfucker moment, only not really, because the motherfucker is my 95-year-old roomie who managed to get her diarrhea all over the bathroom. I am talking the floor, the toilet paper, the faucet. I was gagging so much that was worse than the skin cancer, the surgery, and the pain. Anyways, thanks for keeping me company. Heidi's Irish accent had me laughing so hard I almost pulled out my drainage hose. Lots of love from Germany, Linda.
Linda, she had skin cancer?
Yes.
Where, I wonder?
On her
Germany.
skin. In Germany.
No,
It is
but,
correctly.
but like on her body, where?
sure. I mean-
'Cause that's what I had, that thing, and I had a drainage thing on my
Well,
head.
then here's what we're going to do. We're going to end the show
Linda.
with you giving Linda words of encouragement in Irish.
Oh.
And I want it to be very emotional.
Hang in there, Linda. How's that?
Okay. Did you hear when I said Irish, though? Can we try it in Irish?
Linda.
Erlinda?
Irelinda is what you said?
Linda.
Erlinda?
Linda, hang in there, top of the morning. Tell your roommate, no more diarrhea. I'm gonna pee my pants.
So you want Linda, hold on, you want Linda to go to her roommate, but listen, I know you're 95, but no more diarrhea. No more.
Let her know it's
Wait, no, that's British.
Oh.
Dial it back.
raw.
Nope.
Top
British.
of the morning, let her know that it's no longer allowed.
Because it was before.
It was
Linda, hang
tell
in
you
there.
don't appreciate it in the morning.
Everyone knows diarrhea is a more afternoon to nighttime thing.
Or the afternoon or the evening.
And let's end it with a get well soon, Linda.
Get well soon, Linda. Get well. Get top of the morning. I can't do it. Get well.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.
I gotta work on my accent.
No, you don't. It's fucking perfect.
It's so
It's
good.
fucking perfect.
It's so good. Stop recording.
No, we're
Okay.
keeping this for a second. That was incredible. Good
I
job.
gotta work on it though.
Please don't ever
I
work
think
on
it's
it.
so good.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
There was one sentence where I feel like it was kind of good.
Thank you for watching our post credit scene. We'll see y'all next week.
Ireland.